You are tuned in to Kids
In the pit! We are the Gashes! We're not ashamed! We got a life that we live in!
Hey guys, it's Gabe from the Kids in the Pit podcast. Today I'm being joined by Adam Fletcher from the Copyrights. Thanks so much for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So I met you because you helped run a venue in Southern Illinois called Lost Cross, and you booked my band there last month. Thanks again for helping us get a show there.
And
What?
no problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, the show was great. Your band was great.
yeah, it was very fun. One of our best shows for sure. Um, what can you tell people about Lost Cross if they aren't familiar with it?
Um, what can I tell you about Lost Cross? Lost Cross is a house located in Carbondale, Illinois, which is in the very southern tip of the state of Illinois, kind of closer to Kentucky. Um, and it has been having concerts in the basement since October of 1986. So as far as I know, it is the longest running kind of basement punk house music venue in America. Um, it's still going today. It's just a small little intimate basement that is dirty and stinky and wet, but shows happen in there still, and they're great. It's good. It's good
Uh,
space.
so next year will be 40 years.
40 years. Yeah,
Wow.
we are. Next year's the 40th anniversary.
Do you
So
do like
every 5 years is kind of a milestone, and we put together a festival of bands that are all local and bands that are associated with the house or the basement music scene here, past and present. So a lot of old bands will get back together and do reunion shows and stuff for that. So we move the stage out into the street and we block off the street, and it's a big block party in front of the house.
wow?
So we use the house as kind of like the backstage for the bands and stuff, or just the community. But it's really awesome. It's great. It's grown to be this what started, I think, as like a thorn in the side of the city of Carbondale, has kind of grown into this entity that I think everybody sees it has a little bit of value in our community.
Yep, that's really cool. I was gonna say like you guys should do a music festival for the 40th anniversary, but I guess guys already are. So
Yeah, yeah. Usually, like every milestone of like, there was one, like maybe a 10-year one, and then when it was 15, 20, 25, and 30, the last few 35, it just started to get bigger and bigger, and it's great. It's awesome. It's such a great celebration for everybody to come back and that no longer live here and see each other again and just celebrate like it's still going, and here's this cool thing that I was a part of for a minute. Or even if people didn't play in bands, people just went to shows there, or maybe they never even went to a show there, but they just want to know what it's all about because it's like not it's happening above ground at like during the daylight hours. So it's it's a little bit more accessible to some people too, I think, in that way.
yeah, wow. My mom went to a good amount of shows when she was my age there.
Yeah, she did, from
Cool.
what I understand. I don't know if we ever saw the same shows, but maybe we did.
Yep. I heard Black Flag played there back in the 80s, right?
They did not.
They didn't?
No.
Huh.
No, they played at a bar called Main Street East that was a few blocks away. Uh,
Okay. For some
yeah,
reason,
they played Carbondale, but they did not play at Lost Cross. No.
okay. Are there any um like 80s bands that people know that have played there?
Oh, I mean, I can't even count how many bands have played there. I mean, there's been so many concerts, you know what I mean? So, uh, things, yeah, I mean, if you're thinking of like, yeah, 80s bands that we know, I mean, like Life Sentence. I don't know if you ever knew that band. They were an old Chicago band. Um, I don't know, 90s stuff too, like no, like a lot of Chicago and No Empathy stuff. The thing that's interesting about the venue is maybe the band that came through was really small at the time. Like it might have been the artist's first band, but then they went on to be like in Blink 182. You know what I mean? So uh you know, like that kind of stuff where the band that played there is like somebody's first band. It's a really small space, you know, it's a basement. It's like the below the true underground. You're starting below ground. You know, so yeah, I don't know. There's been all sorts of bands throughout the years that I can't even keep it. I have a decent amount of flyers and stuff, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
But yeah, we hope to try to get another show there in April on our spring break tour.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see if we can get our foot in the door and make
Yeah,
something happen for you.
hopefully. I think we're gonna try to start it in like Tennessee, then go down and around like to Kansas City and Birmingham, Alabama, and then back to Carbondale in the end.
Okay. Well, hopefully we can make it work out for you.
And that same we want to try to do on the last day. We want to try to do two shows in the one day because we're playing that one of the shows is already booked. It's the last day of the tour. It's at a Denny's parking lot in Glen Carbon.
I'm familiar with the town. Yeah. Okay.
I think it's like 3 p.m. So we would be able to do. We're gonna try to do two shows
Okay.
cross if we can make
So
it work.
double feature. All
Yeah,
right. Cool. Well, good luck. I hope it works out. Like I hope, yeah, and hope the tour works out too.
I hope so too. Thank you.
Yeah.
Did you grow up in Carbondale?
I did. I grew up in a town not far away from Carbondale called Carterville. So I grew up there and went to high school there. But as soon as I was out of high school, I was living over in Carbondale and hanging out. I was always hanging out over in Carbondale whenever I was younger. I got into punk when I was really young. So, I obviously I just gravitated towards, um, where the college was because that's where things were happening, which is where Carbondale is. We have a small university here, and that adds like that's a big part of the scene of people. They come here for school and they're always adding to the mix of wild and crazy stuff.
Yeah. There's a like small college in Newark, Delaware, which is like 20 minutes from us, called University of Delaware. But um, there was like there's a couple of house venues, but they're all 18 plus. And then
Hmm.
there was this one called Free Parking, and it was all ages. I went to a show there with some of my bandmates. It was really fun, but it got shut down because the owner was like a creep.
Yeah, that happens. They
So
normally close out. They don't last very long.
yeah,
So that's why the Lost Cross is kind of a special thing because it's managed to survive for so long.
yep. Okay, now to your band. What do you do in the copyrights?
I play the bass and I sing.
Nice. I play guitar and sing in my band, so
Yeah.
yeah,
Nice.
you know that kind of sauce. Um, what year did the copyrights start, and were you always in the band?
Yeah, we started in 2002, I believe. Didn't really did our first tour in 2003, somewhere around there. I can't really remember. But the drummer and I we went to high school together in Carterville. We both grew up together and we started a band back then. We were in high school and we're still playing music today. So, uh, yeah, we've always been in a band, and the copyrights were just kind of a little bit of an extension of what we were doing with our high school bands and stuff too. So, um, yeah, I've always been in the band, and same. Always been in the band too. We were kind of the guys who started it, and Brett immediately joined. And we had the guy Ken who was in a high school band too. So it just like you know, things kind of just bands morph and change. But I've always been in the band and always been the singer and the bass player.
That's cool. Yeah. Me and the drummer also started our band. We've known each other since I was like, I think since I was like one. There's a picture of us from when I was like one. He was three. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a really interesting thing because people that if you stick with it, I don't um together. Like you don't have to. People change and move and go and do different stuff, but if if you do play music with somebody for a long time and if you learn how to play music with another person, there's a point where like you get in the future, you won't even have to second guess. You both know what the next person's going to do next. It's like a language that you both speak together without actually ever talking to each other. And it really, really bubbles to the surface whenever two people have learned how to play music together. Like you see that in bands sometimes where like the bass and drums or whatever are locked in so well because they've been doing it since they were kids, you know. It's interesting.
Yeah,
It's a
we
good thing to have. It's a good thing to have. That's what I'm saying. Luke and I did the same. We started playing music together when we were teenagers and still do it now. And I think it's interesting.
me and him write. I mean, we're the ones that write all the songs. I've wrote some drum parts, but he writes basically. I would say 95% of all drums.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, Luke is hands down the main songwriter completely in the copyrights.
Wow.
So, yeah, yeah. So who comes up with the best idea? Just get out of the way and let the good idea take over.
Me and him are going trick or treating this year for Halloween.
Nice. Nice.
Yep. Are you doing anything fun for Halloween tomorrow?
I am taking my kids trick or treating. That's what I'm doing.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
What are they going as?
My son is 5, well, almost 5, and he's going as Sonic the Hedgehog, but the supersonic one where he's yellow.
Oh yeah, I think I know. Like
Right.
the little one after, isn't it like after he picks up ton of rings or something?
That's right.
Yeah.
And my daughter, who is 9, is going as something that I can't tell you because it's some sort of Japanese uh this I goddess monster thing. I don't know what it is. It's something she knows about. So, um it's got a mask and a robe and a whole deal. I don't have a costume this year. So, dad's just going as dad, but
Like your son, I'm also going as someone yellow. I'm going as SpongeBob, and my drummer's going as Patrick. So
there you go. Nice. Good duo.
last year we were Eric Cartman and Marsh. So
Nice. Nice.
my mom said you played Fest in Gainesville a few times. We went the last 3 years, but didn't make it this year.
Yeah, we played about 16 years,
Wow,
I
that's
think, something like that.
some more than a few.
Yeah. Yeah, that festival is great. Sad to miss it this year, but again, I get to take my kids trick or treating, so that's a plus. Uh, yeah, and we've really watched it grow from being a really small thing to a really big thing. It's great. It's such a great festival. It's awesome. The audience there is awesome. Um, yeah, just a great community of people. Can't say enough good things about it. Should always go to Fest if you can. You'll have a
Yeah,
great time.
fun. I played it last year in my dad's band. I hope to get World Chaos on it sometime.
Where did you play at? Do you remember the name of the venue? I'm not trying to put you on the spot.
It was like a
pool,
bar,
pool hall.
a pool hall.
Palmetto?
Oh yeah, Palomino.
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 Yeah, yeah, that place is great. And then yeah, then the Boca Fiesta is outside the venue outdoor. Yeah, that's a cool place.
Yeah, we played inside, not at the.
Yeah,
Not,
yeah, Palomino.
yep, very fun. What are some bands that the copyrights have played with that you're very proud to say you've played with?
Oh, hmm, interesting. I don't know. Let me think. There's a lot. We've been a band for a long time, and you know, if you play around forever for a long time, if you hang out long enough, you'll meet everybody, particularly in punk, you know, like most people are approachable. So even with bands, like we've just been lucky to have a lot of support slot. I mean, I don't know, we got to do like a full US tour with 7 Seconds, and that was a really great time. I love that band, and it was great to be able to do like a lot of shows with them and get to know those guys. And I don't know, you know, there's festival stuff too, where like we're tossed on a festival somewhere in Europe or whatever, and it's like we played with these bands, but did we really like hang out with them that much, you know? So, I don't know. That's a great question that I wasn't prepared for. That I guess we played like some early Riot Fest and stuff that had some pretty crazy lineups with Naked Ray Gun and all these old bands that I never thought I'd be able to see again. And yeah, I don't know. There's a lot, but I don't want to. I don't nothing too big. I guess 7 Second Store was great. Love them.
My rule of thumb for like being able to say that you've played with this band at a festival is if you played on the same day and on the same stage.
Yeah, there's that. But then again, it's like you didn't get the band didn't like have any say in choosing that you're there. Like it's the
Yeah.
festival organizer. It's like it's different than whenever a band gets a hold of you and you're like, hey, let's go on tour together. Like that kind of thing is like that's uh, outside of agents talking for you type stuff where it's just like the band's talking.
It's not quite as cool, but I mean, it's still kind of cool to say you played on the same stage, same day.
Absolutely. Take it, use it, put it in your bio.
Yeah. You guys should play Camp Pennsylvania. 7 Seconds played it
I would
last.
love to. I would love to play that. My friend, our sometimes drummer Mikey Erg played that once too. And a bunch of bands we're friends with have played that. I would love to play that. I don't know. I don't have any contact with anyone that does that stuff, so they'd have to reach out to me.
We played it this year. I'll send them your info. It was very
Great,
it's,
cool,
we yeah, we played on Saturday. So my mom said because like there's like bonfires there until 4 a.m. So she said on Friday night we can't stay up all night because we have to play good on Saturday. But Saturday night it was free game. So
nice.
all of us, not all of us, but we all of us tried to pull an all-nighter and I don't think any of us fully made it. So me and the bassist made it until sunrise, but then I fell asleep at like 5, and he fell asleep at 7, and then our drummer and guitarist were like 1 and 3 a.m.
Yeah. Well, that's respectable. Just on soda, right? Just sugar.
Soda and s'mores and adrenaline.
There you go. Nice. That's a stomach ache.
Yeah. We met this kid. What was his name? I think it was Oliver, maybe. But yeah, he pulled the all-nighter with us.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fun. Do you remember what bands played at the first show you went to as a kid, and how old were you?
I saw a, a couple of, well, there was like some local bands that I was friends with at the time growing up. Um, they were older than me, but they were like kids from Carterville who had a band and stuff, like my high school. So I saw them practice and stuff in the basement. The first real show that I ever saw though was in 1993. Fugazi and Brainiac played at the college here, at the Southern Illinois University, and I was like, I guess if I do the math, I was 11 years old, and that was the first real show I ever saw. Yeah,
Pretty sure I was there.
yeah, probably.
I remember seeing Fugazi at the college.
Yeah, well,
Oh, how
that
old are
was
you?
it. What's that?
How old are you now?
I'm 45 years old.
I'm 46. So
You're
Yeah.
46. I thought you were 45.
nope, 46.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it sounds about right because I would have lived there then. I'm sure.
It was 93.
Yeah, I'm sure that was the one I saw. I doubt they played there much.
No, that's the only time they ever did,
You
actually.
know, definitely there.
So, yeah, that was a big show for everybody because anytime Fugazi comes through, it was big. But it was for me particularly because I was into Minor Threat at the time and I knew the first Fugazi record, but it was just awesome to be able to see them. And then also like, I met Ian MacKay in the hallway by the vending machine and talked to him, you know. So just I don't know. My first show, I went and talked to the lead singer while he was getting a soda, you know. Yeah, scarred me
Wait,
for life.
you were 15? Or,
Something like that.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, younger, I think. I don't know.
Because
9, 10,
1978,
I think.
15. What?
Right? I guess.
Yeah, unless, well, no, you could have been 14 because you were probably 14 because you were born in December.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
So
14 or 15.
about your age.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one.
So, where's your favorite place you've ever toured?
Favorite place to tour. Yeah. Well, you mean like place to go on tour or just in general touring? We've toured a lot. We've done the European circuit. I don't know how many times, 5 or 6 times. Um, we've never been to Japan. We went to Puerto Rico once. That was cool. We've done all of the United States and Canada except for Alaska. And this is also weirdly enough the first time we've ever been to Tulsa coming up. I've never been to Tulsa. So, uh, to say my favorite, I don't know, but I can say that when we get over to Europe, they're very polite and they treat you really nice. So, that's always good to
Thank you.
like
Food.
Belgium and even Spain and Italy and I don't know, all those places are really hospitable to us. So
Yeah, we're gonna try to go there next year. And don't they let you like sleep in the venue sometimes?
not so much sleeping. Well, that yeah, if they have to. But there's a normal thing where they'll have a band flat, which is connected maybe up above the venue. So there's a space with like bunk beds and a bathroom and stuff for bands to sleep in. It's kind of like there's way less of you have to fend for yourself like over there. They kind of have it figured out where there's a meal before the show. It's usually some sort of vegetarian whatever goulash, and then everybody sits down and eats and talks and hangs out, and then there's also a place for you to sleep figured out. So American style is like here's $20, good luck.
Yeah,
Like the venues don't care at all.
yeah. Europeans seem to be a lot more hospitable, like you said.
Yeah, they have that kind of built into their ethic and the way they do shows, at least from our end, and most punk stuff for sure.
Yeah. I went to the UK with my dad's band a couple years ago. It was very fun.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
I remember I think there was a pot of goulash at one of the shows.
Of course there was.
I think I yeah, I feel like I remember it not being very great, but it was sustenance.
Of course it was. Yeah.
Or the UK at 11.
Yeah. No, well, wait.
You played in the band at 11?
No,
12.
I was 12. Right. Okay, because we did it 2023 and 2024. And I played in 2024. I remember the goulash in 2024. When I was 11, I'm not sure I would have tried it. But I'll eat whatever. It's just food. So anything but olives. So yeah.
Gotta have your limits.
Yeah. I'll eat basically anything but olives. I don't know why. I hate olives.
You used to say that about avocado, and now you eat guacamole.
That's true. But olives are just so no.
I
They're
understand.
I mean, if anyone likes them, that's fine. But
Here's what's gonna happen though. You're gonna go to Italy. Someone's gonna give you a good olive, and it's gonna blow your mind.
that's very possible. But the ones over here aren't great.
Exactly.
So if you could travel to any year in the past or the future for one day without risk of dying or altering the future for anyone, what year?
Whoa. Where? That's great. Where would I go? Anywhere? I mean, I probably want to go back to like, oh man. Uh, I don't know. I'd probably want to go back to some 80s stuff. To be honest with you. I'm just back to any time before cell phones,
Yeah,
just for one day, to remind myself how slow the world was.
yeah, you could see Minor Threat or something. That'd be cool. I want to.
Totally. Yeah, something that'll
I
never
could.
happen.
That'd be if I had a genie in a bottle, that would be one of the things to be able to go back and see Minor Threat.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I
Yeah,
would be there. I'd ride along.
or seeing like Slayer's first show, Metallic's first show, something like that would be.
Yeah, or like Operation Ivy at Gilman Street or something. Also, then you just know it probably wasn't that great.
Yeah. Okay. If you tell your 13-year-old self anything at all, what would you tell him?
Ooh, Uh, Probably not to worry about so much what other people think. Not that I ever did, but that's a thing that can hold you back from doing the things you probably should do sometimes. Uh, and go to college. Pay attention in school. Go to college. Do something. I don't know. Um, the no, I uh and well, again, like I didn't go to college. Um, but I'm doing okay. So, and also that like people go through, like if you stick around long enough, you'll go through all sorts of different kinds of transformations in your life, things you can't even imagine. So, um, just stick it out and go along with the ride. That is life. Go with the flow.
Cool. All right. Do you have anything else to add before we wrap it up?
The copyrights are about to go embark on a tour next week. We start in 2 days on Saturday in St. Louis. We're with our friends Off With Their Heads. Um, and we're going to Oklahoma City and Tulsa and Dallas and Austin and San Antonio. And we haven't been to several of those places in a really long time. So looking forward to getting out there and playing a few shows.
I know the off with their heads guys. They're cool. I think it was
Who'd you have
the
on?
drummer I had on, I believe.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, they're awesome. All right. Thanks, Ad, for joining me today, and thanks to all you for watching and listening. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Spotify and other streaming platforms. Until next week, bye.
All right. Thanks for having me. Bye.